Right, hello again. I'd just like to put something right and talk about things that I mentioned on my timeline this morning about capitalism and the greedy world and how people are all hooked up in it with no thought for tomorrow, no thought for if the shit hits the fan. Let me explain. We all aspire to have consumer goods. I like treats. I like commodities, cars, though I've never owned many of them. And that's fair enough. But you see, the problem is with society, in my opinion, and again, it's only my opinion, you can say I'm wrong, and again, you know, no problem at all. But people are greedy, and what they've allowed themselves to do is be manipulated by the media, by the false politicians, by the rich banks, by people whose interest it is to have you dangling and dancing for them. And the reason they want you dangling and dancing for them is because then they can organise society as they see it and how they want it. You have no say in democracy, in freedom of speech. Even in the democratic countries, the Tories in this bastard Britain say that this is a democratic country. America's a democratic country. They're not. Nowhere's a democratic country. Because these people in the capitalist system have corrupted people and manipulated you people to have the biggest mortgage that you can take out, which is going to take you your life to pay. They want you to have the biggest car you've got, so if you earn mega bucks and have got educated and got on in a good job, that's great, but they've boodled your mind because they've made it so as you want more and more and more. And the more you have, the more in hock you are to society and politicians and bankers. And they love this. They don't want, they're not happy for you to own your own home or do well in life. They want to keep you under control. And there's some people, and not enough of them, like me, who's a loose cannon. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit for protocol. I don't give a shit for politicians. I don't give a fuck for David Cameron. I couldn't care less for any of the Labour Party. I'm just me. Now, if you want to live in that society, that's fine. I know not everybody can be like me, but my idea of life is different. I do not want to toe the line and tug my forelock to a boss and to people who are false. Most people are manipulative. They're just shitbags. Most people are a letdown. Not all poor people are in the position due to their own making, I know. Just as a lot of rich people are not rich due to hard work. Chavs at both ends of the scale, and I have no time for any of them, and I will never have time, and I will never toe the line. The people in power make laws, and it's put out on the media that we should adhere to them. There has to be consistency in society, but let me give you an example. VAT, value added tax in Great Britain. What is value added tax? It's a rip-off so as the government can get more revenue. Why should you go out to work, earn your money, pay tax on it, and then the goods you buy in the shops have VAT put on them? It's one fucking great rip-off. And you're puppets for dancing to it. Right? That's how I see it. You can disagree, but you want to be passive. If you want to go on holiday 2 or 3 times a year, you want Sky TV, you want the best car, you want the best clothes, you want to live in a posh area. I'm not saying be a scumbag and don't aspire to anything, but be careful what you do. They own you. They own you. You've got no say in the matter. People are having to work their fucking socks off till they're 90 nowadays. Well, that's not going to happen to me, because I'll tell you why. Because even if I had no money, I'd shoot myself. Only if I was homeless. I wouldn't want to be homeless. But all I'm saying, I can manage on a lot less money than some of these people and top people have in, well, what they earn in a year would last me a lifetime. So that's all I'm saying. I'm no different to anybody else, but I don't aim high. I don't want a shit lick. Most people are disappointing, and that's what I mean by the capitalist system. Can you come out of it? I say no. The majority of you can't, because you're scared. Because you will not give up your lovey-dovey, comfortable position. It doesn't make you better than anybody else. It doesn't matter who you are. It's what comes from here. What comes from here and what you feel. We all need money, but I used to live on £10 a week when I worked. That's all I spent. Apart from my food on top of that, I had to spend money on food and everything. But how many people would be willing to do that? So when the shit hits the fan, just think about it. People like me are not so fucking daft, right? People like me are intelligent, have you freedom. I'm an hypocrite. I live on welfare, but I've worked for it. So fuck the state and fuck Britain. And I'll tell you something now, I'm proud to be different. Thank you for listening. My respect and love to you all. If you don't like it, hard luck. Bye.